What's happening, guys? Yes, it's been a while. I know. I apologize for that, but to be honest with you guys, I've been very, very busy. I'm in construction. I don't know if some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I'm in construction. We've been very busy, and it just wasn't worth me coming home and watching an episode of this new woke Survivor and then giving you guys the player's performance. I'm not saying that I'm never going to do it again. I'm just not watching this season. The reason I'm here today is because of an interview that Jeff Probst has done about sequestering. Well, he was asked the question about sequestering the jury. Now there's a topic that we need to maybe sequester the jury. Oh, really? You're going to sequester the jury now? Now, I'll give you my honest opinion. Now, I'm sure you're going to have tons of people that disagree with this. You're going to have some people that agree with it. I know the ins and outs of season 19. I was there. I became really close friends with Monica that she didn't vote for me. You've seen what happened with all that Laura, Monica. I became really close with her for years after the fact, right? And she started telling me things that happened during the jury period. She was telling me that Laura is trying to change everyone's vote, trying to make sure they all voted a certain way. She also told me that Laura, not only that she didn't even want me to get second place. Now, it'd be very interesting if Laura watches this, because I know this to be a fact. She didn't want me to get second, so she tried to, they would get together drinking beers and doing shots, and they tried to get to where they could figure out. They knew Shambo was going to vote for me. They wasn't sure about John. They tried to sway to where I would not even get second place. Now, what happens if that jury was sequestered? Laura's by herself. I believe I get Kelly's vote. I do, because I didn't do nothing wrong to her. I didn't do nothing wrong to none of them. But everything changes. Everything changes. So you can't tell me that sequestering the vote wouldn't be more fair. I've always said, I'm the one that said it from the beginning. So if it happens, appreciate you listening to the Russell Hantz Show, Jeff. Appreciate it. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, I think that it should happen. And back to my season, I think that I would have won season 19 with the jury being sequestered. It was just such a different season. I changed the game that season. Season 19, it was it. It was over. The game changed forever at that point in time. Now, they didn't know that it changed forever. They didn't know what just happened to them. They just got slapped in the face. And nobody knew what just happened. What just happened? We don't know what just happened. Russell just put a whooping on your ass. That's what just happened. But neither here nor there. They need to sequester the votes, or sequester the votes with the people. They need to somehow, and they talk about logistics. Well, you don't have to spend that much money anymore. Jeff, you still do the same season in the same place every time. You're saving hundreds of millions. Spend a little extra $50,000, $70,000. Spend a little extra money and sequester each individually to where their mind is their mind. Now, in the world of Survivor or any type of reality TV shows, you have the most extreme personality used to. Nowadays, you don't. You used to have the most extreme personalities at a time. You got to realize these people are picked out of tens of thousands of people. So those extreme personalities can easily sway someone weaker, with a weaker personality. And they will go with a weaker personality, with an extreme personality. It's just how they cast. So it's easy to sway a weaker personality with someone with an extreme aggressive personality. Easy. So the last, 3 votes in a row, they're just sweeps. You don't think that every person on the jury didn't talk and didn't know who they were going to vote for at that time? Yes, they knew. They all knew. They all know. They all get drunk. Another good thing about sequestering the jury, Jeff, I'm just putting my 2 cents in. I know you don't listen to me. Sequester the jury. I know you don't listen to me, but you can stop a lot of cheating. I'm going to write my book sooner or later. You got the husbands cheating on the wives. A very popular one, may I add. You have, and not just one, a lot. You have the wives cheating on the husbands. You have the party drunk scene that absolutely goes wild. A few people, one person went to jail, and then CBS had to do all kind of stuff to get him out. Him. And then another person probably will never play again because they just went off to do that, drunk, went off and just disappeared. Other stuff than alcohol, but just saying. So without the party scene, it's just one-on-one. You get your own handler, you're sequestered with that person. I know it's boring for the survivors. I know it's not fun anymore like it used to be, but it's the right thing to do. You sequester the jury, you get the right decisions. You don't have other people swaying your decisions. The game is not over when you get voted off, but it's not fair for the person sitting on about to make their speech for $1 million. It's not fair to that person because, yes, the game is not over, but he or she doesn't get to talk to the jury when they're making, when they're sitting there getting drunk, saying, he did this to me. He did this to me. She did this to me. And when it's a lie. So they could say lies during the jury. No, just because they want this person to win. This person told me that you said this. And the person in the game, they don't get to talk to that person. They don't get to say, no, I did not say that. It's just it becomes fact. This was a flaw in the game a long time ago. Season 19, I said it was a flaw in the game. I said the flaw in the game is the jury not sequestering them. That's the flaw in the game. That's it. That's the flaw. It's not, the game is so hard. I don't know about these days, 26 days of Survivor, but it used to be super, super hard. The people that say it's the hardest thing they've ever done in their life, that played this game for 26 days, think about 2 more weeks. Think about that. Then talk to me. They got people on both, it's not a political thing. I mean, for God's sakes, it's not a political thing. It's about the game of Survivor. We want to get it right. They got people that I don't agree with politically that completely agree with me about this new version of this weak-ass Survivor that we have now. And they're losing tons of views. I don't watch the show, but I watch every Thursday or Friday when I get time. I Google the views, and this last view was one of the worst. Besides the very first episode, it was the second worst of the entire season. So I don't know what's happening. Maybe I'll go back and watch it. I don't know. I'm just saying. Very busy. I'm not saying I'm not watching it for any other reason but that. But that's it, guys. I mean, we need to sequester the vote. You know, we need to sequester the people. It's very simple. It doesn't matter who you are, what you believe, what religion you are. It doesn't matter. It's not a thing. It is. We need to sequester the votes because it makes sense. It makes it more pure. Back in the day, they used to respect survivors. I think that all stopped. I mean, I know that when it comes to the jury, that we don't know what's going to happen. We do know that it's a popularity contest, though. We do know that most popular person usually wins because they're popular, and then when they're all drinking and partying together, they talk and say, hey, she was really good, and she's a person of color, so let's vote for her because you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. Let everyone make their decision on their own. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Am I saying something drastically crazy? I just want to sequester the vote. The people, sequester them, get their own people. I've been saying this for years. That's all I got for you guys. Until next time, keep hope alive.